So hello everybody, I wanted to show you some stuff that I'm going to be doing this week. I was going to do one big meal prep party type thing and take you through a whole bunch of different meals all at once, and I decided that instead of doing that, I'm going to do meals throughout the week and do a different video for each meal as I go along. So the first one I'm doing today is I'm going to do some breakfast wraps. Actually, this is kind of a bonus one because I want some breakfast wraps. So what I'm doing first of all is in my Micro Pro grill. This grill is fantastic. It's metal on the inside, and will reach a maximum temperature of 425 minutes within 425 degrees within 2 minutes. It will never go over that. It's a very smart system, so it cooks your food, and it cooks your food on both sides at the same time. So there's also Subceptor inside the silicone cover that turns that energy into thermal energy, which is basically turning your microwave into a true grilling machine, which is fantastic. So what I've got in here is I've taken some sausages and I've taken all the casings off and I've put it into my Micro Pro grill, and I'm going to put the cover on that, and then I'm going to microwave this for about 5 minutes. I just want to check, this is the first time I've done this, so I'm going to do it for about 5 minutes just to check and see how it's cooking, and I also want to kind of mix it up to make it crumbly. So I'll do that now, and hopefully this is gonna work fantastically. It's the sausage after it's coming out of the microwave. I'm just gonna move a couple of things here so I can, because the lid is of course very hot. So this is, look at that browning on there. Oh my God, that looks so good. So I'm just gonna kind of mush this up a little bit so that it is in nice little small pieces. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can make it go into actually longer thin strips if you wanted to, so that you could make it into oh, look at that, so good. Okay, and I think I'm gonna put it on just for a couple more minutes. I think it looks really cooked, but I just want a little bit more browning on some of the other pieces, so I think I'm just going to put it back into the microwave for just a couple more minutes, and oh, it's going to be so yummy. Okay, so I took my sausages back out. They've been cooking for 7 minutes, and they are completely done, and do they ever look yummy. And the nice thing is that the grease kind of all goes down to the side. I don't know if, there you go, you can see that better. The grease kind of just flows down to the side, so that's kind of a nice bonus that you don't have to be picking all that stuff out of the grease. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making some scrambled eggs, and the easiest way that I like to do this is with the vent and serve container. I just take my eggs, crack them in there, mix them up, put them in the microwave for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, depending on how many eggs I have, and take them out and fluff them up. So I'll get this going, and then I'll show you what happens when you cook your scrambled eggs in here. So I was going to go with this size vent and serve, and I did 12 eggs and of course mixed them up for a scrambled eggs. So I think it's going to be too many, because you won't believe, like right now it's down here on the container. When this is cooked, it's going to be like way up here. So I needed a little bit more room in there to do that. So I'm going to put this in the microwave, and we're going to cook that for I say let's try 3 minutes and see what happens with 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, I decided that I wanted to add some peppers and a little bit of spices into some salt and pepper and some roasted red pepper dip mix in there to give it a little bit of a sort of a Mexican flair type thing to my eggs. So I'm just going to mix that up, and then I'm going to put it back in the microwave for another 3 minutes, and then I'm going to stir it up again so that it gets nice and fluffy and scrambly. Okay, so that was another 3 minutes in the microwave, and we're just gonna check her out here and get her all fluffed up. Look at that. Oh, just make nice scrambled eggs for my breakfast sandwiches. And a lot of people might think, oh, my eggs are gonna go like rubbery cooking them this way. They don't. I have never had an issue with my eggs like being rubbery or anything when I cook them in here this way. And like I said, this container is awesome because you just cook them up and then mix them up, and there's your scrambled eggs for your breakfast sandwiches. Hello again. So I'm continuing with the breakfast sandwiches. The next thing I'm going to show you is the grater here. This thing is, again, I can't live without these products, I tell you. This grates, it shreds, it slices, it grinds meat into, so when I do the chicken parmesan meatballs this coming week, of course I'll be showing you the attachment for grinding meat. It's just amazing. So it's going to be a little bit hard for me to kind of do both here because I'm holding on, and so basically you're going to have the cheese up there. You just turn the base. Hang on. Okay, I'm just trying to set this up so you can see what I'm doing. So it comes in a few different attachments. This is the base, and then the rest of it here, the handle, and inside is the pieces that go inside. The pieces come like little cones, so you can choose whichever type of cone you want on there in order to get the desired results that you want. Right now I've got the shredding cone on there. So you put it onto the base, and then you turn that, and that locks it on there. Then you just start grinding. It's not the greatest right now because I have it on you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move it onto my stovetop, because my stovetop is a solid base. Let's see if I can turn this for you. Oh, if it's going to stay. There we go. So this is a solid base now. It's not going to move when I'm trying to grind. And then just start grinding. It doesn't take long, and you're grinding tons of cheese. The thing I like about this is that I can grind up a whole bunch of cheese and put it into a container and leave it in the fridge, and then just grab it when I need it. So a lot of times I'll do a whole brick of cheese and just have it ready in the fridge for whenever I need to use it. It's great. So that's that. And now I have nice grated cheese to put on my breakfast sandwiches. So once all my ingredients are cooled down, I'm going to take my tortillas and I'm going to layer all the ingredients onto the tortilla, and then I will wrap them up in tin foil so that they're ready to go in the freezer. So I'm just going to continue with that. I've got cheese tortillas and I've got some spinach tortillas here. You can use whatever kind you like. So the next thing I made, I did this for 8 minutes in the microwave. I did like 5 minutes and then I flipped them, is the hash browns. So these are going to be nice and crispy in my burritos. Are still hot. So actually I'll leave them like that because everything has to cool down in order for you to start building your burritos. Otherwise, when you freeze them, they are going to go soggy. So you got to make sure that everything is cooled down before you start building your burritos.